I think university is a time where you find yourself. This is the time where I've truly learnt my potential and what I'm capable of.
We had 24 students from the University of Newcastle come along to Borneo. We spent 3 days in the Borneo jungle and we looked at orangutans in their habitat. It was amazing.
The skills that I've gained over those years and even watched and reflected on how much I've learnt, it amazes me.
I'm the first one in my family to graduate. My dad always said to me, he said, only brain can make a man. That means only knowledge can make a man. And I always had, the voice of my dad in the back of my head, saying that I could do it. Graduation was a major achievement in my life.
I started the university as an able-bodied kid, and then I had an accident after my second year. So that dream as a young kid from a disadvantaged background of throwing that cap and gown into it almost puts a tear in my eye of having that sense of achievement.
I was doing some volunteer work. One of the volunteer boss said to me that if you really like helping people, why don't you become a nurse? I want graduates to be bold, be courageous, and be your best.
I think it is very important to focus on your purpose because there will be a lot of issues, a lot of challenges facing ahead, and being able to overcome each time, I think it's what's important.
It's a wonderful feeling to be an alumni. You have this connection with other alumni, other students who have graduated.
Not just national, but also it's global scale.
Having a community behind you is probably the greatest thing you can have, apart from your family and friends, because really it's just a bigger version of them.
A family that is now around the world.
We've all come together as one, and we're all going to be lifelong friends.
We just enjoy the moment.
Words can't describe it.
It lasts a few seconds, but you really will remember it forever.
The world is your oyster. You really don't know what it's going to be tomorrow. You don't know what it's going to be the next day, but take every single opportunity that comes your way.
Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations, graduates.
Welcome to our global alumni community.
Good afternoon, and a very warm welcome, graduates and guests, to this very special occasion. To comply with safety regulations, please allow me to point out to you the emergency exits in the Great Hall. Please take a moment to note your nearest green emergency exit sign. As a courtesy to everyone in the room, we ask that you please switch any mobile devices to silent. We acknowledge that this is a long-awaited occasion. COVID-19 has likely further extended your wait. The situation has also required us to make some modifications to today's ceremony. Graduates, under this different ceremony format, we ask that you rise from your seat when your name is called and remain standing in front of your chair, facing forward while your qualification title is announced. You will then acknowledge your achievement by doffing, that is, tipping your cap towards the Chancellor. You will then retake your seat as the audience applauds. We ask that your guests please remain seated. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, we'll instruct each graduate and your guests when it is time to leave your seats. You will be exiting in turn using the front and rear doors, and a photograph will be taken of you with your guests. An electronic copy of this photograph will be made available to all graduates to access and share. Graduates, in May, you will be sent an invitation to complete the Graduate Outcomes Survey. This survey gathers feedback on your higher education experience to help improve the experience for all future students. We strive to provide the best possible experience for all of our students, but this cannot be achieved without your important and valuable feedback. We would appreciate you keeping an eye for an email to your university account so that you can assist with this important survey. Some of the terminology used in today's ceremony may be unfamiliar to you. To assist in the appreciation of the ceremony, we have provided a history of graduation and an explanation of terms in the graduation booklet. The academic procession will enter the Great Hall in just a few moments. When the procession enters, could you please rise and remain standing for the Australian National Anthem? We hope you enjoy this very special occasion. Thank you.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance, Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance, Australia fair.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this very special graduation ceremony. On behalf of the University of Newcastle, I respectfully acknowledge the traditional custodians, the Pambalong clan of the Awabakal people, and on whose traditional land this campus is located, and I pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. As Chancellor of this university and a graduate myself, I'm honoured to be able to celebrate this major milestone in your academic journey. Each of our university's graduates is unique, and each year through these ceremonies we celebrate their success. This year's graduates are indeed an inspiration. Before us sits a group of people whose determination and resilience is remarkable by any measure. We all know that the past 2 years have been unprecedented. The pandemic has had a profound effect on everyone in this room. This crisis came right on the heels of major natural disasters of floods and fires, which had already taken a toll on many of our students. This ceremony acknowledges your drive and determination to succeed. Graduates, you take with you today a degree from a fine institution. Newcastle is acknowledged for delivering excellence in education to some 39,000 students. Our degree programs are designed to prepare you for life and for work after you graduate and connect with your industries and communities. Similarly, our research is focused on delivering impact and innovation with a steady focus on working with partners to support the development of our regions. The university's focus on excellence in education and research sits hand in glove with a long-held commitment to equity. We offer the opportunity of education to students from all walks of life who have talent and determination. 1/4 of our students are from low socioeconomic backgrounds, and we have the largest number of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students of any Australian university. We are proud of every student, and we're committed to providing the best learning environment and opportunities to help them realise their potential. Today's celebration of the completion of your studies marks another important milestone. Your entry into the University of Newcastle Alumni Network, and you're in very good company. One example is Stuart Evans, who graduated with a Bachelor of Business and a Bachelor of Economics in 2008. Today, Stuart leads company Vivid Economics and influences global climate change policy. His work includes supporting the governments of New Zealand and the UK in adopting net zero emission targets, leading the development at the World Bank Emissions Trading System Handbook report, and leading a major policy review into the European Union's emission trading system, and all of that before the age of 35. To address climate change, we'll need to change our economy and our behaviours, and Stuart Evans is helping countries shift to net zero emissions and develop roadmaps to reduce carbon pollution. Our alumni network is vast. Another alumni is Dr. Ricky Elliott. She completed a Bachelor of Psychology in 2005, became a Doctor of Clinical Psychology in 2013. Dr. Elliott is a leader in antenatal and postnatal mental health, development trauma and addiction. She works tirelessly in health services and private practice to support the mental health needs of children, young people and families. She's the co-founder of the Hummingbird Centre, which is based here in the Hunter. They provide services to support people experiencing mental ill health and address issues like domestic violence and drug abuse. We know that the pandemic has precipitated a global mental health crisis. Dr. Elliott is gaining international recognition for her work in supporting other mental health professionals during this time, and her centre provides specialist training to fight the increasingly high rates of burnout among mental health clinicians. You are now united with achievers like Stuart Evans and Dr. Ricky Elliott and the people sitting around you as an alumnus of the university. Our network of passionate and talented alumni stretches across the world. It now comprises more than 155,000 members in 149 different countries. The network and its chapters offer unique opportunities to connect professionally and socially with other alumni, and we really do encourage you to stay in touch. Today is the culmination of many years of hard work, and this ceremony is a symbol of all you've experienced and achieved during your time here at the university. This includes an acknowledgement of the support of your family and friends who've been with you every step of the way on your journey to today. To family and friends, we sincerely thank you for the important role you've played in reaching this important milestone. Again, my heartfelt congratulations to each of you. I'd now like to call on our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Alex Zelinsky AO, to introduce today's occasional speaker.
Thank you, Chancellor. I should begin by congratulating everyone here. It's been a very tough 2 years, and to get here, and particularly even this week, has been challenging here in the Hunter. and we can hope that 2022 will be a better year. And I know that many of you here will go on to make a big difference, particularly in school education going forward next year. But today, it gives me great pleasure to invite Mr. Tim McCullum to deliver today's occasional address. As a vibrant and enthusiastic Executive Director, School Performance of the Regional North within the New South Wales Department of Education, Mr. McCullum's commitment to public education is evidenced through over 30 years of educational leadership as a classroom teacher, head teacher, English drama, deputy principal and principal of Erskine Park High School in Western Sydney. Mr. McCullum was also Director, Educational Leadership for the Dural Principal Network in Northern Sydney. With responsibility for the Regional North Performance Directorate, Mr. McCullum leads a dynamic team of 15 directors, educational leadership across 306 public schools. The Regional North schools stretch from Blue Mountains and Hawkesbury through to the Central Coast and Lake Macquarie, up to Newcastle and Port Stephens and across to Cessnock. Mr. McCullum graduated from Macquarie University in 1990 as an English history teacher and has a Master of Educational Administration from the University of New South Wales. During his master's degree, he was awarded the University of New South Wales Australasian Institute of Tertiary Education Administrators Prize for Excellence in Educational Leadership. Mr. McCullum also holds a professional certificate in instructional leadership from the University of Melbourne. In addition, Mr. McCullum was awarded the New South Wales Minister of Education and Training and the Australian College of Educators Quality Teaching Award in 2003 for his achievement as a leading classroom teacher in New South Wales. In 2018, he was a recipient of the Teachers Mutual Bank Executive Leadership Scholarship and travelled to Harvard University in the US to study at the Kennedy School in Advanced Leadership. Mr. McCullum is a strong advocate for the public education system. His passion has drive, commitment and energy required to inspire excellence. He's motivated by helping young leaders in a culture of collegiate collaborative innovation. Leaders who are centred on students and committed to continuous improvement of self and others. I'm delighted that Mr. McCullum is able to join us on this special occasion for our graduates from the College of Human and Social Futures. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Tim McCullum to deliver today's occasional address.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the Council, staff of the University, families, friends of graduates, and most importantly, our 2021 graduates. To our graduating class of 2021, what an awesome achievement. Today we have PhD students, we have those who have studied in special education and other disciplines, and many of you who are already in the teaching profession. But what a great mix of new and beginning teachers, mature age teachers, those with masters, those who are PhD graduates. And as we were walking in, we saw on the board the university medalists, of which I believe there are a couple of names that will be inscribed later from this particular cohort. Wonderful to be together face to face. We sort of almost didn't make it, but we're here now, so it's great to see everyone. As was mentioned, I recall in 1990, it sounds a long time ago, as a graduating young English history teacher. Sort of reminds me of young Homer Simpson when I had hair and so on. And I remember the grandeur of the moment and how special it was. But what I do remember most was that I actually got the money together because HEX was just starting then. It was a tough time for us, as it is for you at times. But we got an official photo, a graduation photo, and if you haven't done that today or you can't do it or whatever, just make sure you do it. A really priceless memory. And to those of us today with PhDs, can I just compliment you on your resilience and your brilliance in that work. Incredibly hard, well-deserved, and congratulations to you. Graduation's always an interesting and special time, unique hairdos and fashions, knowledge and learning. Fearless naivety, but a curious purpose and aspiration. A time of uncertainty, but yearning for a role and an identity as a valued professional, or a recharged, energised educator with new understandings and meaning. An achievement like that feeling you will gift or continue to gift to the young of the future. A ticket to freedom, to prosperity, to new levels of accomplishment. And so it is for you today. Teaching and education, though, is not just a job, rather a rich career of meaning and purpose, a privilege. We are in the business of child protection, and never has society required that lens, your learning, your care and compassion as now. In the past 2 years, as COVID has descended upon us, this has tested your resolve and your strength as students and as practitioners. But you've triumphed, and here we are today. It has unlocked new teaching strategies, online Zoom and Teams. You know, when I graduated, we had to pass an overhead projector test. Things have moved. We also had video recorders and CD players, tape recorders, Walkmans, these type of things. Many of you will have to Google those later. But then there's also been new vocab and new concepts in the last 2 years. Pandemic, contraindications, cohorting, self-isolation, levels lockdown, air purifiers, and new programs. In the Department of Education, we have had a very successful COVID intensive learning program. Many of you would know about that. Some of you may have actually led parts of it. We've had different assessments. Things have been spawned through the adversity and new human interactions, social distancing, elbow greetings, and the abolishment of air kissing and those sort of greetings as we once had. But the change has challenged and it's tested us all for that which can or may lie ahead. Change is the only constant in life, as we will all learn and are learning continuously and in education. But the courage to change what is not working and the courage to retain that which is working become the pivotal things in your journey ahead in your different and many varied careers. To be a teacher or an educational leader is a challenge. To announce this career publicly to others in your life can absurdly be quite dangerous or quite threatening and quite courageous at times. Education, though, as my grandmother used to tell me, is no load to carry. No load to carry. And talent, we must remember, all of you as you graduate, talent is invincible. Some of you and many of you will have had other university options, but you were drawn perhaps to teaching and education, intrigued by the challenge to impart and to inspire others, captivated by the shimmering delights of those who showed you clarity and who drew the very best out of you as a learner and leader. In every teacher and educator is a contributor to the innovative and creative pulse of society. A pillar relied on when churches and hardware stores and news agencies have vanished with corner stores and post offices, and a standard to measure ourselves against as a society. The children and young people who we interact with or will interact with will form the future of our nation, and you have a serious role to play in this. And I don't think as you sit here on a day like today, you perhaps appreciate that, as I didn't perhaps as a young graduate myself. But the serious role in leading and guiding, nurturing and releasing them from their limitations through education is an amazing privilege. Nothing like a successful ex-student who you meet later in your career or whose children you teach. It's a bit scary. And nothing like students locating your thesis at a university library just to check you actually do know something. Some of our children and young people, though, are sadly troubled, some at risk, others entirely engaged, but all growing and moving with you on their learning journey that enthralls and captivates. They need your consistency, your poise, your composure. They need humour and challenge. They need care and they need knowledge. For they, in all their colour and glory, are our future. They need a teacher that models strength, who attends every day regardless of what yesterday brought, and who knows their policy, who is a subject matter expert, who knows and establishes clear boundaries, who is respectful and respected, who unleashes greatness in others. There's an American, I say this with John in the auditorium today, there's an American football coach, Bill Belichick, who coaches the New England Patriots, and he says, famous quote, "Talent sets the baseline, but character sets the ceiling." And I believe that is the challenge for all of us in all of our roles daily. In life, if it's not difficult, it is not high performance. If it's not difficult, it is not high performance. And we must wear pain and disappointment like a beautiful gown or suit. Late hours or extracurricular activities or programs not completed for money or prestige, but for students. For students. And for students, they are the meaning and the reason you have and seek this career, and they've inspired your work over these past years of study and reflection, as you have the academic team that is behind me today. In education, you are truly student-centred in your work because you want to, not because you have to. The reward or the moral purpose behind what you believe makes a difference. It's what drives and propels you. Know that through challenge, disorder, chaos, COVID, you become stronger and more focused, with resolve and a soul that is unshakable. I often speak in my own team about grit, steel and determination in our work, a mantra that inspires all of us in the toughest of moments and for the right reasons. As was mentioned earlier, I'm what is called an executive director, flashy title. I oversee 300 schools from the Blue Mountains through to Port Stephens, Cessnock and everywhere in between. But you know, regardless of all of that, I'm a teacher, I'm an educator, and I came from a large family, 5 children in Western Sydney. We didn't have a lot. But what we did have was we had education, and we had spirit, and we had belief, and we have energy like each and every one of you and your mums and dads and family members who are here today. Education frees us all, and so it is with you today. The joy of achievement, the celebration of excellence, the future. I was at my mum's house this week for dinner, as I do, and had a look at the little young Homer picture on the wall, but she proudly displays 5 children graduated from university, all different courses, different endeavours. A memorable thing, a great accomplishment. But I can also tell you who was in my Year 9 class in 1990 as well. I could almost tell you the role. The memories are etched in the vocation you choose and the spirit and passion you hold for what you want to seek and believe that you can achieve in the future. Rewarding. And so today is a proud moment for you all and for your families. You know, when you come to graduation, sometimes you think, oh, you know, family, but it's a big moment. Big moment for your family, an accomplishment that has been hard-earned and sometimes, no doubt, bordering on the near impossible, challenging sometimes as much for your family as it is for you, but you sit here today and you do that inspiring self-discipline and dedication in others that you meet, and they will, of course, prove a really worthy and tremendous ally in your life and your careers ahead. Bravo to you all, I wish you well, but above all, I challenge you to be passionate for excellence endlessly in what you do and to strive on and power on in all that you do. Great congratulations to you all today.
Thank you indeed, Mr McCullum, for that address, which was very, very relevant. This university's success and the success of our graduates depend on the quality of the people who enter university, and that is often influenced tremendously by the capability and inspiration of their teachers in both high school and primary school. And there's more and more evidence that the need for that inspiration and leadership is quite a bit younger than perhaps we once thought. So the giving of those abilities in high school, and as Mr McCullum has mentioned, the inspiration, determination to really give it your best, before you get to university is incredibly important. So we have a wonderful relationship with the education group under Mr McCullum's leadership, and we're very dependent on their success for our success. So I'm sure as graduates today, particularly in your chosen fields, you'll have found his talk inspirational and very helpful in terms of direction. So thank you indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to a very important aspect of this ceremony, and for this I'd like to ask all of our graduates if they would please stand up. Our graduates, there's just a small piece of formality right at the start. As Chancellor of this university, I now officially confer awards to all those candidates who fulfil the conditions for admission of that award. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you indeed. Please be seated. And I now call on Professor John Fischetti, Pro-Vice-Chancellor for the College of Human and Social Futures, to present today's graduates.
Chancellor, good afternoon. Vice-Chancellor, Mr McCallum, thank you to everyone here today, and we really respect what the journey you've been on as our graduates. We're so proud of you. I was thinking that in about 25 or 30 years, as you sit around with the grandkids and they're complaining about doing their holographic-based homework on their iPhone 35, some bitter bits and pieces of a teacher's confusing assignment, that you'll be able to say, back in 2021, you finished your program on Zoom. So congratulations to all of you. We're so proud of you and for the endurance and fortitude and perseverance you've shown. Chancellor, I present to you the candidates who have fulfilled the conditions for admission to awards of this university. Graduates, would you please stand as your name is announced? Doctor of Philosophy graduates have undertaken a program of independent supervised study for the equivalent of up to 4 years of full-time study. These graduates have produced significant and original research outcomes, culminating in a thesis which has been independently examined by external experts of international standing. Today, the university is proud to honor graduates who have satisfied the rigorous criteria for the award of Doctor of Philosophy. Chancellor, I'm very proud to present to you Arzel, graduating with a Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Arzel's thesis is entitled Promoting ICT Integration in Indonesian EFL Classrooms Through In-Service Teacher Professional Development. Dr. Arzel. Amber Kalea, graduating with a Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Kalea's thesis is entitled Preparing to Lead, a Study of Student Leadership in Australian Catholic Schools. Dr. Kalea. Melanie Innes, graduating with a Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Innes's thesis is entitled Constructing Historical Literacies, Navigating New Media. Dr. Innes. Sarah Kennedy, graduating with a Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Kennedy's thesis is entitled A School-Based Program for Improving Muscular Fitness in Youth, Evaluation of the Resistance Training for Teens Program from Effectiveness to Statewide Dissemination. Dr. Kennedy. Florenzia Theograzia, graduating with a Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Theograzia's thesis is entitled A Christological Theological Study into the Exclusivism of the Salvation Concept. Dr. Theograzia. Mashi Raju Varanasi, graduating with a Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Varanasi's thesis is entitled Transforming School Systems, the Place of Contemporary Meta-Analytics and Systemness. Dr. Varanasi. Linda Weatherstone, graduating with a Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Weatherstone's thesis is entitled The Impact of Creation Myths in Forging New Frontiers of Religious Education. Dr. Weatherstone. Kim Zimmerman, graduating with a Doctor of Philosophy and a Master of Teaching. Dr. Zimmerman's thesis is entitled The Molecular Deconstruction of the microRNA 160 auxin response factor 1016-17 expression module in Arabidopsis thaliana. Dr. Zimmerman. Chancellor, Master of Philosophy graduates have undertaken a program of independent supervised study for the equivalent of up to 2 years of full-time study. These graduates have produced significant and original research outcomes, culminating in a thesis which has been independently examined by external experts of international standing. Today, the university is proud to honor a graduate who has satisfied the rigorous criteria for the award of Master of Philosophy. Sung Hien Nguyen, graduating with a Master of Philosophy. Mr. Nguyen's thesis is entitled History of Vietnamese Vocational Education and Training Since 1954. Congratulations to these higher degree by research graduates. Chancellor, university medals may be awarded to candidates who have displayed exceptional academic ability. To be considered for this award, a graduate must have a consistent record of exceptional academic achievement at all levels of their degree program and qualify with the highest level of that degree. Today, I am proud to be recognizing such outstanding scholars from the College of Human and Social Futures. Chancellor, it's with great pleasure that I present to you Joshua Price, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Mathematics honors with Honors Class 1 and the University Medal. Joshua. Chancellor, I present to you Letitia Nishang Kusinelli, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Technology honors with Honors Class 1 and the University Medal. Chancellor, I will now present graduates of postgraduate coursework degrees. Amandeep Kaur, graduating with a Master of Education and Graduate Certificate in Education. Sakjit Kaur, graduating with a Master of Education and Graduate Certificate in Education. Amita Chandra, graduating with a Master of Education with distinction. Aidan McCann, graduating with a Master of Education with distinction. Felicity Morris, graduating with a Master of Education with distinction. Lachlan McEwen, graduating with a Master of Education. Nishleen Shabu, graduating with a Master of Education. Peter Short, graduating with a Master of Education. Sukhwinder Kaur Maramhar, graduating with a Master of Leadership and Management in Education, a Master of Special and Inclusive Education, and a Graduate Certificate in Education. Sita Banya, graduating with a Master of Leadership and Management in Education and a Master of Special and Inclusive Education. Katrina Friend, graduating with a Master of Leadership and Management in Education with distinction. Belinda Ho, graduating with a Master of Leadership and Management in Education with distinction. Bronwyn Jones, graduating with a Master of Leadership and Management in Education with distinction. Carly Lomas, graduating with a Master of Leadership and Management in Education with distinction. Amanda Page, graduating with a Master of Leadership and Management in Education with distinction. Sarah Kimiak, graduating with a Master of Special Education with distinction. Josie Athorn, graduating with a Master of Special Education and Inclusive Education with distinction. Chelsea Dries, graduating with a Master of Special and Inclusive Education with distinction. Courtney French, graduating with a Master of Special and Inclusive Education with distinction. Tanya Gore, graduating with a Master of Special and Inclusive Education with distinction. Abigail Hawk, graduating with a Master of Special and Inclusive Education with distinction. Tracy Neat, graduating with a Master of Special and Inclusive Education with distinction. Jed Peasley, graduating with a Master of Special and Inclusive Education with distinction. Renee Radford, graduating with a Master of Special and Inclusive Education with distinction. Courtney Smith, graduating with a Master of Special and Inclusive Education. Chancellor, one of our students, Nadine Cameron, sadly passed away at the time of undertaking the Master of Special and Inclusive Education Award. The award of a Master of Special and Inclusive Education has been awarded to her posthumously. Nadine's award will be accepted today by her husband, Jeff Cameron, and her children. Jeff, to all the friends and family watching on the live stream, and to you and your family, our best wishes. And in Nadine's honor, could we just have a moment of silence and respect? Thank you very much. Congratulations to the family, and to all of you online, best wishes. Grace Humphreys, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction and a Bachelor of Business. Ellen Blanche, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction and a Bachelor of Design Architecture. Ryan Perkis, graduating with a Master of Teaching and a Bachelor of Design Architecture. Alexander Pinnell, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction and a Bachelor of Music. Lucy Knight, graduating with a Master of Teaching and a Bachelor of Psychological Science. Kelly Abyss, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction. Melanie Coombs, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction. Yvonne Dean, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction. Leah Ellis, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction. Charles Fielder, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction. Megan Gibbs, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction. Stuart Harrison, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction. Michael Henderson, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction. Ruby Ho, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction. Samantha Holloway, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction. Roisin Keenan, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction. Lucy Naggs, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction. Ricardo Martinelli, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction. Keely Murphy, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction. Rachel O'Brien, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction. Megan Pierce, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction. Monique Smith, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction. Nakia Smith, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction. Ruby Weicker, graduating with a Master of Teaching with distinction. Thomas Baker, graduating with a Master of Teaching. Cypress Bartlett, graduating with a Master of Teaching. Catherine Brown, graduating with a Master of Teaching. Christopher Clare, graduating with a Master of Teaching. Timothy Foster, graduating with a Master of Teaching. Kristen Ferber, graduating with a Master of Teaching. Caitlin Parisi, graduating with a Master of Teaching. Kane Sanders, graduating with a Master of Teaching. Adelaide Stratton, graduating with a Master of Teaching. Azara Jonathan, graduating with a Graduate Certificate in Education and a Bachelor of Education in Studies with distinction. Yep. Number 42 is actually here. All right. Chancellor, just one moment. We have an update. Fortunately, one of our colleagues was able to come. They got through the COVID testing line just in time to make it here, I think. Kobe Myber, graduating with a Master of Special and Inclusive Education. Kobe, we're glad you make it. Congratulations. Chancellor, I think that completes the presentation of postgraduate degrees from the College of Human and Social Futures at this time.
Thank you, Professor Fischetti. We'll now enjoy a short musical interlude with Ben Levick and Terence Koo performing Here Comes the Sun from George Harrison. Both Ben and Terence are graduates of the university's music program. Thank you.
Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I'll say it's all right. Little darling, I see the smiles return to faces. Little darling, it feels like years since they've been there. Here comes the sun. Here comes that sun, and I'll say it's all right, it's all right, it's all right. Here comes that sun, here comes the sun, and I'll say it's all right, it's all right. Sun sun, sun, here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I'll say it's all right, it's all right, it's all right. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I'll say it's all right, it's all right, it's all right. Little darling, I see the ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I'll say it's all right, it's all right, it's all right. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I'll say it's all right, it's all right, it's all right. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes.
Thank you, Ben and Terence. It was a great rendition. Thank you indeed. I now invite Professor Susan Ledger, Head of the School of Education, to continue presenting graduates of undergraduate degrees.
Thank you, Chancellor. Chancellor, I present Dana Romain, graduating with the Bachelor of Education Primary with distinction. Jane Yarrow, graduating with the Bachelor of Education Primary with distinction. Alana Kellendock, graduating with the Bachelor of Education Primary. Lachlan Kemp, graduating with the Bachelor of Education Primary. Liam Burden, graduating with the Bachelor of Education Secondary. Brianna Harrington, graduating with the Bachelor of Education Secondary. Benjamin Thompson, graduating with the Bachelor of Education Secondary. Benjamin Myers, graduating with the Bachelor of Information Technology. Chloe Crocker, graduating with the Bachelor of Teaching, Early Childhood and Primary and Honours. Shani Dean, graduating with the Bachelor of Teaching, Early Childhood and Primary Honours. Rachel Falcione, graduating with the Bachelor of Teaching, Early Childhood Primary Honours. Bianca Muses, graduating with the Bachelor of Teaching, Early Childhood and Primary Honours. Kiralee Page, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Early Childhood and Primary Honours. Ruby Solomon, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Early Childhood and Primary Honours. Kate Symington, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Early Childhood and Primary with honours. Russell Grigg, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Health and Physical Education with honours. Abby Ray, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Health and Physical Education with honours. Claire Spain, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Health and Physical Education with honours. Emily Wilkinson, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Health and Physical Education with honours. Bonnie Ernst, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Humanities with honours. Reese Hughes, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Humanities with honours. Jordan Keefe, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Humanities with honours. Sophia Kendros, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Humanities honours. Benjamin McGregor, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Humanities and honours. Olivia Masadis, graduating with Bachelor of Teaching Humanities with honours. Riley O'Rourke, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Humanities with honours. Emily Presland, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Humanities with honours. Annabelle Rich, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Humanities honours. Lachlan Stace, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Humanities honours. Grace Witten, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Humanities honours. William Berry, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Mathematics with honours. Jordan Halprin, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching in Mathematics with honours. Carina Harvey, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Mathematics with honours. Lucy Voerman, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Mathematics and honours. Georgia Anderson, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary honours. Heidi Burgess, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary and honours. Ali Crosley, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary honours. Morgan French, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary with honours. Samantha Hall, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary with honours. And Chloe Haynes, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary with honours. Matilda Hayward, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary with honours. Jacob Hill, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary with honours. Thomas Hogan, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary with honours. Daniel Kilpatrick, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary Honours. Sam McKerney, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary with Honours. Shanae McNaught, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary with Honours. Angus McGregor, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary with Honours. Amelia Mortimer, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary with Honours. Courtney Page, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary Honours. Hayley Porter, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary with Honours. Adam Pryke, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary with Honours. Rosalind Smith, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary with Honours. Tyler Smith, graduating with Bachelor of Teacher Primary with Honours. Michelle Soul, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary with Honours. Jessica Swan, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary Honours. Jamie Walters, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary with Honours. Joanna Wright, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Primary Honours. Ryan Brower, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Science with Honours. Tani Hinkley, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Science with Honours. Oh, sorry Tani, it's Tane, isn't it? Apologies. Samuel Jenkins, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Science with Honours. Samantha Rees, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Science with Honours. Katrina Staff, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Science with Honours. Teresa Van Gelder, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Science with Honours. Joshua Wiltshire, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Science with Honours. Lucinda Curry, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Technology with Honours. Hamish Gibson, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Technology with Honours. And Jacob Smith, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Technology with Honours. Abby Smith, graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Technology with Honours.
He is here, so would you mind announcing that, please?
And Jonathan Leonard. Jonathan, graduating with a Master of Teaching with Distinction. Okay. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Ledger. I'd now like to invite Karinya Harvey, who is graduating today with a Bachelor of Teaching Mathematics Honours, to speak on behalf of the graduates. Thank you, Karinya.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the Council, staff of the University, families and friends of the graduates, and most importantly, graduates. I am incredibly honoured to be delivering this address on behalf of the graduating cohort. I have to say, standing up here today is only half as nerve-wracking as teaching my first lesson on internship, as I attempted to convince a group of 14-year-olds that not only is Pythagoras' theorem super useful, it's also really cool. I was lucky enough to complete my teaching degree in 2020 and have now had a year to put into practice everything I learnt during my time at the University of Newcastle. At the beginning of the year, I introduced my classes to Carol Dweck's Power of Yet. I have found this way of thinking and approaching challenges especially relevant for my students in mathematics, but also something I really had to embrace myself this year. In those moments, and there were many, when classroom management seemed elusive, and I felt I really don't have this teaching thing down, altering my perspective and saying, I really don't have this teaching thing down yet, reminded me to take on the advice that we give our students, that we cannot improve without practice and by learning from a lot of mistakes. Our experience here at the University of Newcastle has equipped us with the skills we need to provide quality education to the students of Australia. One of these skills being adaptability. These past 2 years especially have strengthened our ability to adapt. Transitioning from in-person lectures and tutorials, where our primary struggle was finding the right room, to online learning, where we adjusted to Zoom calls, breakout rooms, and probably fell victim when failing to triple check we were on mute. This practice in adaptability will prove invaluable to us as we attempt to preserve any routine in the unpredictable wilderness that is teaching in an Australian school. There is always going to be a surprise assembly, or faculty meeting, or fire drill. And you can bet that when you plan a revolutionary technology lesson, none of the laptops in the laptop bank will be charged. There will always be someone away who missed that incredibly important lesson, and I can guarantee you that the photocopier machine will be jammed. In these situations, we will adapt. We will cycle through plans A, B, C, and D, before promptly throwing the plans out and resigning ourselves to the chaos. Just a word of advice though, photocopier machines can smell fear, and I recommend approaching slowly and with a nonchalant attitude. We have come from a myriad of backgrounds and have majored in a wide variety of subjects. However, we are here today with a shared value in education and a belief that education is at the core of revolutionising the world for the better. We teach to empower. We teach how to learn, to question, to seek out answers and think critically. We teach to inspire a lifelong love of learning, of staying curious, of discovering and creating beautiful things. During this tumultuous time in education, where we are facing dire teacher shortages and decreasing retention levels, it is imperative that we, through the intense demands of this job, hold on to the power of yet, that we seek guidance from the remarkable educators that have come before us, and we reach out when it gets difficult. And it will get difficult because of how much of our heart we bring to this profession. So, as we go out to empower future generations, one lesson plan at a time, remember Malala Yousafzai's message: one book, one pencil, one student, and one teacher can change the world. Thank you.
Thank you indeed, Karinya. That was a brilliant speech. I'd love to go back to school and be taught by you and your colleagues. I really would. It has been tough, as Karinya's reminded us. It's been incredibly tough. But there are some somewhat similar silver linings to all of this, and I guess it is around adaptation, and everyone's adapted brilliantly. So I'm sure that'll make us all stronger into the future. And it was a perfect bookend to our occasional speaker's address. The potential you have to change the world is enormous, every one of you. And the future of this country depends on the job you do, and you're well equipped to do it. So enjoy it, be challenged, empower, and I really do thank you, Karinya, for capturing that notion so effectively. To you as an audience, I hope you enjoyed today's ceremony, and I thank you in joining the university community in the celebration of the awarding of degrees. Before I declare the ceremony concluded, though, I'd like to ask this time that the graduates remain seated, and I wonder if everyone else could stand up and join me and my colleagues in applauding the wonderful achievements. I now declare the ceremony concluded, but once again, congratulations to everybody. You've done fantastically well. You're well equipped. Go out and make a difference. Thank you very much.